Alright, we're going to get started on some smalls here. And we're going to do electrolysis with these main caps. Because this sucker here just flash rusted. When we took it out of the soup, that's nothing. So, we're going to give the mains for this sucker the same treatment. And we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, the way it looks rough. Well, it's tied together with a paper clip. Some old battery terminal leads there. I gotta splice those together. A little piece of, probably should have destroyed that rail, but oh well. Wasn't using it for nothing else. I don't like that though. I'm trying to find me a little bit different piece of metal. I guess it's just galvanized steel. Should work. Alright. We're getting set up here in the hunker down mode because it's getting ready to get cold. You know, they heat half the shop, half the garage here. No sense of heating the whole thing if you don't have to. So I'm an old fuddy duddy. I like hunkering down. Yeah, boy. Alright, we're going to put some juice in this and lay the electricity to it. And I hope we can make these main caps look as good as this sucker here. That's just all flash rust there. We should have doused it with WD, but we didn't. That is outstanding. That's ready for Magnaflux. Alright, we're rocking and rolling. We've got these set up, the lights kind of pour right here. We got electron flow coming off that sucker. Looks like it's coming off that sucker. Everything. That one is not flowing very well over here. May have to look at that again. Let me move that around a little bit. I should have sanded off those connections there, but I didn't. I hot dogged it. Used an old file as an anode. We're conducting electricity, everything's working. You know, the current is dead low. It's dead at the bottom, so we're going to see that scenario again to where the current, the current's going to rise as we go along. I had seen videos where it was the opposite, but I'm not an expert. I'm getting there though. So we're going to let this stuff cook, and we'll check back with the progress here in a few hours. See what we got. All right. We're about a half an hour in. I checked and made sure these two were in the circuit, and they are. So, all in all, everything's looking good. The process is working. Vinegar is not the best electrolyte in the world. Okay? So, this is all experimentation to see if you get best of both worlds with the acidic power and cleaning power of vinegar. And if electrolysis is beneficial using vinegar, that you get kind of as I called it in the last video, the double hammer. Well, it remains to be seen. I know roughly what vinegar will do by itself in a 2 to 3 day period of time. Okay. And right here, these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, have been through electrolysis, the vinegar treatment before. This front main has not. Okay, but I know exactly what they look like after about 2 days worth of vinegar treatment. Okay, and in this case, they've already been through it. I'm pretty sure they have. I am relatively positive they have. Now I'm starting to second guess myself. So this front main is kind of my control with electrolysis and vinegar method together. But it's not a very well-founded control. It's not a very good scientific experiment to compare the two methods together. So we're just winging it. That's what we do. Voltage is staying about the same. We wrote it down at 545 and it was 11.36 volts. And it's 6:30 now, so it's not really changed that much. This is working, seems to be working great. So now we're in for the long haul. It's doing its job. Electrolysis is working. Vinegar is working. We're getting the double hammer restore. All right, we're in for the long haul. We'll check back in much later. We're about 3 or 4 hours. And see, because we're seeing progress already. I took a little toothbrush and just kind of scraped along the top already, flaking off and falling off. It's great. We'll check back in a few hours. It's working. It's just a waiting game. It's not very exciting. You know, not very exciting. But I had a little certain flash rust. That really cleaned up. Really, really nice. Very pleased. And yeah, we haven't properly checked them. The mains look good. As long as this passes back into flux, we're going to be alright with that. Virtually the same exact voltage from 2 hours ago. It was just a hunch. I don't know much about this. You know, I'm learning as I go of how all this exactly works in the realm of Ohm's law, in the realm of every Watt's law, whatever, you know, scientific equation you want to put to it, because there's a scientific process going on. That's about the same exact voltage as it was 2 hours ago. Matter of fact, it is the exact voltage it was 2 hours ago. We'll keep monitoring everything. It is working, but you know, the acid is a from what I have read, you know, vinegar is a fairly poor electrolyte. So there you go. You know, we do the best we can. We can't add no carbonates to this, bicarbonates, for obvious reason, because it will break down to carbon dioxide gas and go fizzle, 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 dizzle, dizzle outlet. Yeah, so the option of washing soda, baking soda. I don't know what washing soda would do. I don't know if it's a bicarbonate. I have to look it up. But, you know, baking soda just fizzles. That's your elementary school, you know, volcano experiment. So I don't know what you would add to the vinegar to make it a better electrolyte. I had no idea. Maybe I'll look it up in the chemistry book. So it will conduct better and work faster. But do we really need it to work faster? We're getting a lot of reaction down here. Recovered and restored these parts, which makes it awesome in a double hammer. So we'll be back, I don't know, tomorrow. But I couldn't stand it. I had to check it. Just wipe this one down. Been in the drink for 4 hours. 4 hours in the soup. Holy crap, man. That's outstanding. I got to get the bearing out, but wow. 4 hours. Yeah, that one's pretty much done. Okay, well, obviously we've come up with a pretty good restoration technique in record time. Well, we've secured this for the night. I just don't trust this little apparatus while I'm sleeping. So we've secured it for the night. We'll let the vinegar sit in there and do its thing. Right, okay, 4 hours and it did a really good job. All right, check the rest of these out tomorrow. We'll put them on probably for another 5 or 6 hours. Secure. We'll clean them up, give them a once over. And this may actually be a 10-hour process, which would be groovy. All right, we're done. What in the hell are you doing?
Trying to get this thing off of here.
Well, I didn't put it on there.
Well, what idiot did?
I don't know. I know where he's from. New Tazewell, Tennessee. If that tells you something.
Okay.
What is it? Jump? What is it?
It might work.
How'd you get it off?
Nope. That.
So that's just a permanent fixture forevermore.
Yeah.
So I can wrap emery cloth around it.
Yep.
And still use it.
Not totally useless.
Alright, so I totally think it's useless.
You get pissed at somebody, you can always throw it at them.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, it's useful for some.
They pay like $5 for it. Something like that. I didn't pay much of nothing for it. Plus, actually, I didn't buy it for that. I bought it for this. There's that packet of stones up there on the wall.
Yeah.
They come with it. So that was worth the $5.
Oh yeah.
The grinding stones. All right, guys, we got some good results with the main caps. What do you think, Eduardo?
Look pretty good.
We're gonna move them around there. Let me get a good action shot of it. They're just oily. How you gonna bite you?
I ain't afraid of it.
Oh yeah. I gotta get these bearings off. This has got the thrust bearing still on this. Kids, when you're gonna put something up for a while, like these main caps are being put up for a while, probably 20 years, take the bearings off, because I don't know if there's any pitting or damage behind these bearings. That's why I'm being very delicate. I'm taking my time and not just beating them off with a hammer. And we'll give them another dose of WD, and hopefully they come off without much resistance, and I don't have a bunch of pitting and a bunch of crap behind them, because they're pretty much sealed on there. They're useless. I hope to God it didn't make the main caps useless. So that would be a bad, bad day.
It'd be a bad deal all around.
Oh God. Actually, you could get more main caps if you had to. But if the crank, which is lost, yeah, it's lost. The guy owes it to me. And I mean, he's got a big old building full of junk. When he gets in there, digs it out, he'll bring me the crank. And if the crank's worth the crap, you gotta have these main caps if you want to use it. But you can have everything turned, you can have it line board, then whatever. You know, use what you want. It doesn't matter. But I'm pretty much putting a stroker crank to make this a 408 stroker. So it doesn't matter anyways. I'm gonna have to have it line homed, I guess. There's a lot of differences in opinion about line homed, non-line homed. In this case, I'll have it done, because I'm not taking any chances. Okay, with a 500, 600 horsepower engine. Not doing it.
Nope.
I'll go ahead and get it lined home. We got a mutual acquaintance that didn't line home his Dodge engine and blew it all to hell. Didn't plastic age it. Didn't check it. That's just a case in point to kids that check everything twice. Don't check it once, check it twice. Because this will break your freaking heart. If you say, it'll be alright. It will break your freaking heart. Alright, we'll be back. Bubbling. We're going to pull this off the juice. And we're going to see what we got in here. I'm really interested in this front main cap. Hell with it. You know them once. Oh, heck yeah. That. Here, wipe that down. Let's see if that actually wipes off. Try it on the sides first. Flip it on its side. Give it a good scrub. Probably needs a little help with a wire brush. Flip it on the other side. That looks like it may have done a little better. That's pretty good, just leaving it in the vinegar for a couple of days. I don't know how if electrolysis is adding much to the operation or not. I say so.
Looks pretty good.
It's getting there. I need to get the drill press set up with the brass over copper. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'll be right back, and we'll let Eddie lay the brush to it.